Welcome to She Suite's podcast with me, your host, Jodi Hood. This is a place where She Suite executives share and compare unfiltered realities that our male counterparts will never face. I want to thank you for joining me today, and you are going to absolutely love this podcast. So, get your notes ready. This is a good one, and it is going to help you tremendously as you navigate your way to or in the suite. Today's podcast is simply this: connection before correction. Connection before correction. I know you're wondering, where is she going with that? Well, let me tell you something about leadership. You cannot correct people you have not connected with. I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot correct people you haven't connected with effectively. Now, why is that? Because without connection, correction doesn't sound like feedback. It sounds like criticism. It sounds like audacity. Now, I want to share this story about my late mother, the one and only Ruby Jewel Easterling. And if you know her, you know exactly where I am about to go with this. Now, my mom took no prisoners. She shot from the hip, straight, no chaser. She was a pastor's wife, which meant she dealt with everybody. The saints, the ain'ts, PhDs, GEDs, quiet folk, and the loud folk. Conflict, she handled it. Correction, she delivered it. And when necessary, she told what she proudly called the naked truth. And baby, it was naked. Now, here's the part that may not add up for some. Even with her iron fist, my mother was deeply loved, not tolerated, not feared, loved, revered, and respected. People didn't run from her. As a matter of fact, they lined up to talk to her. Her phone was always jumping off the hook. Why? Because before she ever corrected someone, she had already connected with them. She knew their names, their kids, their struggles. She prayed with them. She laughed with them, and she showed up for them. hmm And when she said, honey, you know good and well that was not right. And she had this phrase like, you need to straighten up and fly right. And when she said that, nobody clutched their pearls. They adjusted their behavior because correction hits a little different when it comes from someone who you know is invested in you. You see, when someone doesn't trust, or there's someone who you don't trust, and they try to offer constructive criticism, that kind of hits a nerve. And you say to yourself, who asked you? Or who does she think or he think he's talking to? Oh, I know you're not talking to me. Yeah, you get that resistance. But when someone who is loved, someone who has loved you, someone who has covered you, someone who cares for you speaks, baby, you lean in. Why? Because trust turns criticism into coaching. All righty, you better put that in your notebook. My mama never called it a leadership theory. She just lived it. Connection before correction. She didn't sugarcoat the truth, but it was always seasoned with love. And that's the lesson for us today. She suites and aspiring she suites. Connection without correction, without connection creates resistance. But connection before correction creates growth. And that's what we want. People don't reject feedback, folks. They reject feedback that comes from people they don't trust. So, she sweets, if you want your leadership to land, Start building those relationships before you give reports. Invest before you inspect. Connect before you correct. Because leadership isn't about fixing people, it's about earning the right to tell the truth and still be trusted. Let me tell you this, my mother led with strength, my mother led with truth, and above all, she led with love. And because of that, her words echo even though she's gone. My mom taught me the sharpest truth. And she taught me that the sharpest truth can be received when it is wrapped in genuine care. With connection first, people, correction second, and love always, you will always hit a home run. Now, that's my mom's legacy, and I am so honored to carry it. Now, my She Sweets, I need you to keep making those connections. And trust me, your leadership journey will be a lot easier. You know, they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. Well, if you have that connection before correction, that crown is going to be a lot lighter. Now, you know what I'm about to say. Well, firstly, let me thank you again. Last week, I hit my target over 1,000 views, and I can only do that because of you. So won't you keep liking me on Facebook? Keep viewing my podcast? Would you go to my LinkedIn page, Jodi Easterling Hood? Give me a little thumbs up there. Connect with me on my YouTube channel. And you already know, as I already say, all my streaming services, I'm available to you 24/7. Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, iHeart. Yeah, folks. And use these podcasts with your women's groups. I try to keep them under 10 minutes so they are always that, or they can always be used as an intro to the topics that you are talking about. Yeah, have a coffee sip or a tea and me. These are great topics for your leadership conferences and your leadership meetings. All right, people, what am I going to say now? You already know. She Sweets and Aspiring She Sweets. I need you to keep walking the walk and talking the talk. And what do we say to the men in the suite? Men in the suite, the She Sweets are coming at ya. Until next week, folks.
Sweets, you better get ready for the She Sweets. Coming at you with the She Sweets. It's a podcast for G's only. Sweets, you better get ready for the She Sweets. Coming at you with the She Sweets. It's a podcast with Jodi.